Hey all, it's Fundamentals Friday. We're going to be going over sit, lay down, settle, which is roll the hip over into a relaxed down, and then free, the release word. And we're doing them in that order because they become a part of your stay sequence in that exact order as well. Now, there's going to be some really nitty-gritty kind of details of troubleshooting with a real-life client and their dog who's a bit more resistant to rolling his hips, so you'll see that stuff too. If you don't need it, you can zip right through that section. But it is really good to have the fundamentals video handy if you need it. See you soon.
Okay, there's some main points that I want you to follow when you're first teaching your dog to lay down. Number one, you want to start with a good sit first. Sit. Okay, we're using food treats. And at first we're going to, once the rear is down, then you'll be able to lure the front down with the food. If the butt pops up, then we need to start over and sit, just like this. Sit, okay? When you want to teach your dog to lay down, sit. You want to first, just like with sit, we are going to lure the dog's nose very slowly, straight down between his paws here. And when his elbows hit, he gets the treat. Okay? That's step one. Free time. Always give your release word before the dog is allowed to get up. Even if the dog just try to beat your dog at first, even if he doesn't have any staying power yet. All right, once we get this down a few times, wait till those elbows go down. Yes. We want to start to bring the treat towards your dog's belly on your side of the dog so that he rolls his hip to the side. And so you're going to then delay the delivery of that same treat until the butt rolls over. Free time. Okay? This is a very excitable dog, but he's doing really, really well. Hi, Snow. Standing in front of him is good, but I like to be next to my dog so that I can draw his nose over to the side. So this works fine, down, but you can't get the hip roll this way. You got to get this treat along the ground over to this side, settle, and then give that treat like that. Free time. So that's why I like to start doing the downs from the side originally. So all I have to do is draw my dog across me this way, sit, bring the treat up for sit, just like we learned in sit, and then bring him down. You see how he's perpendicular to me? He's across my body this way. Then I can manage his body. Put the treat right on his nose like you're ready to give it, but I want you to hold on to it. He can be trying to get it. That's okay. Bring it straight down, and you're waiting to say the word. Down. Now I'm going to go to the side, and there it went. If I needed to, I could have just touched him here, and he would have rolled the hip. So that's how to teach them down and settle. And for our purposes, down and settle do become one behavior. Ultimately, when we say to a dog, down, we want to complete it. A down is always a down and a settle, so that they're not so likely to pop up. If they're crouched like a lion, they're not going to stay there for very long, and that would be the next thing that we're going to work on is stay. So we want to make sure the dog is in a comfortable position so he's more likely to stay down there longer until you tell him he's excused. I'm going to remind you about the release word while we're here. Sit. Yes. Act like I'm going to give it. Bringing him down across my body. Down. Yes. Settle. Give him the treat. Watch me. Free. Okay? Hey, sit.
Good. Big dogs.
You know, by using little noises, kissy noises, clucking noises, you can get him to look up, and that's so much easier because when his nose goes up, what does his butt do? And I didn't have to yank on him or push his butt down or anything like that. And get his attention with a snack.
Good.
And come onto this side of him. Come onto this side of him.
Okay.
Yeah, tell him down. Don't feed him.
Down. Down.
And let him chew on that food. Good.
I didn't give it to him. Because I thought I was coming
Yeah,
around with
so you want to keep the lure in your hand.
Oh,
And when
okay.
you do the down, I want you to bring your hand down slower. Say it one time and no.
Nope. Sit. Down.
Hold it down there. And good. Now push it in towards him. There you go. Settle. Wow, he sure did settle for you. Now he doesn't have to quite lay all the way on his side. Good boy. But that was great.
Okay, good.
This time what I want you to do, I know he knows sit now.
Yes.
So don't give him the snack for sit.
Okay.
Act like you're going to give it for sit.
Okay.
Do your thing. Sit, then put it on his lips or near his lips and start to act like you're going to give it, but then start to draw it towards the ground.
Okay.
And hang on to that one until he lays down, and then you can draw that same treat into the settle position.
Okay.
Then he can have the treat. So he's going to do the 3 things for the 1 treat at the end. The sit, the down, still the same treat, and then the settle over the hip, give him the treat. And he just has to turn his nose just enough to get the hip to roll.
Say the word settle.
Yeah, say the word settle.
Okay.
He doesn't have to roll all the way on his side. You really just need to bring his nose this way just a little.
Okay.
And I think he'll roll that hip over.
Okay. Boon. Boon.
Show him the food.
Boon.
Tell him sit, bring it up.
Sit.
Good. Now put it on his lips like you're going to give it. Good. Now bring it this way.
Settle.
Push in towards him. It's way too far away from him.
Settle.
Okay, you see? You made him a pretzel. When I turn my head this much, my hip's already turning.
Yes.
So, yeah, you felt it. So let me try one. Boom. Hi. Ready? Sit. Good. Down. Yes. Now right here to his shoulder. Look at that. Settle. Here to here. Not back to here. You're on that. I want you to be on that side of him. Okay. When you're already turning his head the wrong way.
Oh,
I want him to turn to his right. You're turning his head the wrong way.
I am? I thought we want to go this way.
Yes. But his nose was facing that way, Brian.
Oh, okay.
If you're on this side, he's more likely to turn his nose towards this side. This is the side you're going to be walking on now with him.
Sit.
Good.
Down,
Shuffle over here, Brian.
down.
So lure him across the front of you. I'll show you once. Come on, Boone. Okay, watch this. Okay, I'm going to stand the same way as you are. Look, I brought him across me so that he's perpendicular, right angle to me. So I have access to his body, right?
Yeah.
You don't need to do your obedience from the front. It just makes it hard. I notice when your hand is over the top of it, it's a 50-50. See how he turned his head the wrong way? That would have rolled his hip this way.
Right.
And I don't want that. I want him to roll
So
away.
palm up. Okay.
So that, see, when I bring him palm up and I can turn his nose towards me, which will guarantee me that his hip rolls away from me. This way I always have my dog's attention. He's always facing me. We don't want our dog to have their back to us. Yes, down, settle. Good boy. And I pushed in towards his nose. Good boy. Free. Down. Now I'm going to let it be right on his nose, and I flip my palm up and push him back that way. Good boy. Look at that.
Yep.
I almost push his nose like that. Free. Yeah. Nice. And then free. Let's
Free.
go. Yeah, there. Free. Sit. Free. Free.
Good boy.
And then say free as his release word. We want to make sure that the words good boy are not his reason to get up. Free. Yeah. Hey, super trainers, you were awesome today. I hope you learned something new. If so, please hit the thumbs up button below and subscribe over here. It really does help us continue providing this awesome content for you. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye.